Okay. Hello, welcome to Gagrul.net. This is Gagrulelive on Facebook. My guest today is an actor. I believe he even did modeling, stuff like that, but we're going to ask him all that questions. He is Kamal Moummad, and he is a young, handsome, and very active. So, Kamal, welcome.
Thank you very much for this beautiful introduction. I'm really humble coming from such a handsome man such as yourself. Thanks a lot.
Now you made my day, you know. So, when I was reading a little bit about you, you know, like you did lots of other things, sport, modeling, acting, and you speak multi languages. Tell us a little bit about yourself, so since you know yourself better than I do.
Well, thank you. As you say, my name is Kamal Moummad. I was born and raised in Paris, France. I'm originally from Morocco, so I'm first generation from a family of immigrants that came from Morocco. I actually grew up in a family of athletes. I used to play basketball, so I played at a very high level in France. I played semi-professional, and then I came overseas. I came here to the United States to play college. I'm sorry. So I played college basketball, 4 years of NCAA Division I basketball, and then from there I transitioned into a professional basketball career. And one thing led to another. I became a model, and then I had a long modeling career. I have to say, I had very rewarding, very fulfilling, and my modeling career led me to a commercial print, TV commercial career, and then I developed really a passion for acting, and I became an actor. So that's pretty much my journey in a nutshell. I transitioned from one journey to the next, and now here I am in Hollywood pursuing my dream of becoming a Hollywood actor. So it's been great.
You know, amazing like that on ARPA Film Festival, and I met lots of people there. They were all there for you. And I have some of them. I'm going to just run it so you could see it. One of them was it was honorary consul. So who are you?
My name is
I don't know if you hear
Mbaye.
it.
I'm the honorary consul of Senegal in Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Ah, great. So
That's right.
you're here.
I'm here first to represent Senegal, and second, help come in and support my friend Kamal, who's in a movie, the premiere movie. So, just
So this is one. There was other I'm going to show later on too. Of course.
Well, this is sorry. This is Mrs. Mam Tukulur Tux Mbaye Benjeloul. She goes by Mbaye, and she's the honorary consul of the Republic of Senegal here in Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
she's a wonderful lady, as you can see. She exudes a lot of just dignity and grace, and I was very blessed to have her and her husband and her daughter come to the premiere of Sand and Fire at the ARPA International Film Festival.
The only problem was with her. She was told it's so hard to interview tall people, you know. So that was the only part. But she was very nice lady. Yeah. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, there is another one, another two ladies. You know them. Let's see here. Here
My
it
name is
is.
Wally Sarkisian.
My name is Halima. Wamera.
Why you're here?
We're here to support our friend, our good actor, Kamal, for his movie. So we're very excited to watch the movie.
Same, I'm accompanying her.
I invited her. You know, she's a makeup artist, and also have.
It's a great movie. So everybody's excited to see it.
I'm very excited. To see it. Yes.
All right. Well, welcome to ARPA.
So there you go. You see, you're very popular. People were there all for you.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I was very blessed to have these amazing women of power from all walks of life, from Senegal, from Niger, from Eastern Europe, from the United States of America, from all over Africa. So I was Latin America. I was very blessed to have all these people come to support our film and support this premiere. That was a historical premiere. So
So
I'm,
that
I'm, I'm so grateful.
so that one was this one, right? This Sand and Fire, correct?
That's right.
So tell me a little.
Sable de Feu.
Tell me a little bit about this movie.
Well, this movie, titled in French, De Sable de Feu, which translates Sand and Fire, or Of Sand and Fire, is an epic story, an incredible story that tells the remarkable life of Domingo Bedilla. Domingo Bedilla was a Spanish spy that was sent by Charles IV of Spain to go to Morocco and to spy on the Kingdom of Morocco, on Sultan Moulay Slimane, and to try to orchestrate a coup and get rid of him, and so they could put somebody else in his place in power. So this film, it's based on true events. Domingo Bedilla was known as Ali Bel Abbasi, existed, and this is a true tale. And the film was written and directed by the incredible director from Morocco named Soued Ben Barka. Soued Ben Barka is a director that's originally from Mali, but he's Moroccan, and he's incredible. He's done some remarkable film throughout his career, and this is his latest film. So I had the honor of playing a character named Salem. Salem was a slave that was gifted or given to Domingo Bedilla, Ali Bel Abbasi, when he arrived to Morocco. And Salem became his loyal companion, he became his confidant, and they traveled throughout North Africa together. So having the opportunity to play a character that belonged to history was for me just an incredible gift, especially a character that exudes, dignity, strength of character, and someone that actually was from Morocco and was also of Malian descent. He was half Moroccan, half Malian. So that's the film called Sand and Fire, The Impossible Dream. And I'd like to thank the ARPA International Film Festival, everyone involved, the president and everybody that was, all the people that worked at this festival. It's an incredible festival. It's a family feel type of festival that saw the beauty in this film and selected it as the film to open the festival. So it was the world premiere for Sand and Fire, and it was also the opening night for the ARPA International Film Festival, and it was on November 8th, which was my birthday. So what else can I ask?
Yeah. How long took to make that film?
This movie took about shooting, was about 3 months of shooting. Little over 3 months, almost 4 months actually. 70% of the film was shot in Morocco, all over Morocco, by the way. It was shot on location in Ouarzazate, Rabat, Fes, Meknes, Volibulus.
Tangier.
Everywhere.
Tangier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favorite city.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh.
It's very nice, good food.
Oh yeah. Tangier has so much. The food is amazing because there's so much influence from other countries as well.
Yeah.
You have the proximity to Spain. You have the French influence. You have the Moroccan and all the different flavors that come with it. I love it.
Very nice people. Very nice people.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I agree. They're very sweet people. So the film was shot, like I said, the majority of the film, 70% of the film was shot in Morocco, but the other 30% was shot in Italy, and also part of the film was shot in England. So it's a big epic story. It's a big film.
Okay. And so what is the latest, anything like you're doing now as far as acting?
Yeah, of course. I shortly after this film, this year, at the end of this year, I was blessed to work with yet another amazing Moroccan director. His name is Hicham El-Jbari, and I did with him a mini-series for the month of Ramadan, because I don't know if a lot of people don't know that, but the month of Ramadan in the Arab world and in North Africa is a big opportunity for TV to produce content like either mini-series or series throughout the whole month, because people fast all day, and then at night they sit around the table with their families. So it's a great opportunity to have a show. And so we did that. We did this mini series. It was 4 episodes. It was a weekly 1 hour show, and it turned out it was during Ramadan, and it was during this whole pandemic, COVID-19, and so people were confined in their
Yeah.
homes. On top of that, so we had a great success. The show was broke a lot of records in terms of like viewership and stuff, and it was incredible. I played another great character. I played a character named Khail al-Barudi, who's a
Well,
commander in the 18th century.
some of those stuff from your site, what is this here?
Exactly. This is
The one?
this is the one.
Oh,
This is the show called Zahar al-Batul, which it's hard to translate in English. It would mean the al-Batul's fate, but it was translated in, there's a different title for it for the English market. But basically, it's a show where this is the character that I play, Khail al-Barudi, commander in the army, and it's kind of like a 18th century Beauty and the Beast type of drama. It's very beautiful. It's directed, like I said, by a great director named Isham al-Jbari. I've always wanted to work with him. And it's produced by the Deuxième Channel, which is kind of like the main network in Morocco, and Never Seen Production, a production company out of Casablanca. And that's a great cast. Salma Rashid, who's a wonderful actress, but she's also a big pop star. She's an incredible singer, and a lot of incredible actors as well. The cast was really amazing. So one person in particular as well is a legend named Anwar al-Jundi. Anwar al-Jundi is just a legend in the Moroccan cinema. His parents were also both actors, and he's just, what can I say? I was mesmerized by his talent, and working with him has just elevated me as an actor, also as a man. He makes it look easy. It's effortless. So it's been great.
so in France, where did you live in France?
I was born and raised in Paris.
Oh, in
I
Paris.
grew up in Paris. Yeah. I grew up in the suburb of Paris. I spent my entire youth, my entire life there. That's where I started playing basketball. That's even where I developed a passion for acting. But because I was an athlete and I was really involved in competition, I kind of like had to, put it in the back burner. But it's something that I knew I was destined to do. So,
Wow.
so growing up in Paris is a great city because it's one of those world capital. It's a city like,
Yeah.
London, New York. It's one of those cities where everything, no matter what comes to Paris. So people that live there are a bit spoiled because, in terms of culture, there's incredible museums, there's great performances there. Every night in Paris, there's over 400 different performances, whether it's, theater and private shows. Like I said, it's just an incredible city to live in.
In Paris, alone.
In Paris alone, in Paris alone, every night I'm talking, there's 400 different things. If you really want to do things in Paris, there's so many things to do, and a lot of those things are not necessarily, expensive. A lot of times there's a lot of shows that are free or they are sponsored by the city of Paris. They encourage art and culture. Is something it's really nurturing Paris.
Yeah.
You feel it when you live there.
Yeah. But my favorite city is Nice.
Oh yeah. I can understand why.
I used to go like every year, a couple of weeks there. I liked it there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's the service is like sort of not that good because it's tourist place. You have to go in alleys to find some really French good restaurant because most other places are all tourist stuff.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. It's too commercial. I agree. It's losing its it lost some of its character, but it's still the venue is amazing. I agree.
Those stupid lights always goes off.
Hey, what's going on with the light, huh?
I have no
You-
idea. They have
It's your
their,
energy. You have so much energy.
they
right?
have their own mind.
know.
They come on. Look, it just came back now. Yeah.
By the
Wow.
way, that's a nice set you got going on over there. It's
Thank you.
quite
That's all
impressive.
all I created. Yeah,
That's
that's why
beautiful.
I just integrate like Zoom, Skype, and all that. So in it, so because you need the client to get in, you know. So, but it works. It works good with Zoom, good with all of them, you know.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you staying up with the technology and all these different platforms.
Well, because
Very
I come from technology because I spent all my working life in technology.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. This is like sort of, you know, like a couple of years, maybe 10 years. I started, you know, but yeah, I just enjoy it, you know. So
Wonderful, wonderful.
I meet nice people like you and stuff like that, you know. So
Thank you. Well, you know, it was really a pleasure meeting you at the Opera International Film Festival. You know, I really enjoyed your energy and
well, here is
how
here is
hospitable and kind you were on the red carpet. You know.
yeah, here is the quick interview with you too. So maybe you forgot about it.
Guy here.
Thank you.
Who
Thank
are
you.
you?
My name is Kamal Moummad, and I'm a big fan of the Opera International Film Festival. First and foremost, I love this place. I've been coming here for years, and I have the honor to be in the Sand and Fire, the Impossible Dream opening film tonight, world premiere that was shot.
Big shot.
Yeah. So I play a very unique character. I play the role of Salem, who was a slave and became the loyal servant of Domingo Badia. Domingo Badia was a Spanish spy.
Anyway, so
There you
that's
go.
so there you go. I got your stuff, so I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this interview for quite some time.
Yes,
Right?
yes, yeah. I wanted you to come on, and maybe we should do it even more when you start doing something, because I don't know. Like now, it's this pandemic. This is why when you say in France 400 shows, I'm wondering what they do now. You know, with this pandemic, I'm sure
Yeah,
they're.
it was a struggle for them. They had to, they had a strict confinement. They were confined for 3.5 months, and then now slowly things are going back to, to normal, so to speak. And so they have to find creative ways to keep those performances, keep those
Yeah,
shows
because they
going. Because
they'll forget everything if they don't do it.
yeah, and the other thing is like French cinema is a very healthy cinema, because French people love to go to movie theater.
Yeah,
You see, kids, young people, older people, senior citizens. Everybody goes see a movie. It's part of the culture. So, and so it's people have a hard time without it.
actually,
And, so
I went to the reason I got to Nice because I went to Villefranche-sur-Mer for learning French. There's a big school called Institut de France.
Institut de France.
Yeah. And so I was there 1 month learning, but, I forgot everything. You don't use it, you lose it.
Tu
Yeah.
parles français un petit peu?
Ah, je ne parlais pas français. C'est
C'est pas mal.
très difficile.
C'est très difficile.
But because the French is different. When you write, you cannot read it. It's just, you have to learn it really when you're a child, you have
Yeah,
to.
it's a tough language at first. I will say the first few years, like 2-3 years of learning, is very difficult. But what happens is that once you get past that challenge, that hump, it becomes really enjoyable, because things start to click, and you start to enjoy the language, because English as a language is made of French. 30%, 29% of English, so 30% is French. The other 30% is Latin.
Yeah.
So, and the root of French is Latin. And then the rest is a mixture of German, and you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's Americans are a lot closer than they think. If they Americans, they really wanted to learn French, they could. It's not going to be easy, but once you get to that level, it becomes a lot of fun.
There were lots of Americans there learning French in that school. There were 70 people, like in different classes, different level, And there was even that gossip girl in our class. I forgot her name, Blake something. So there was Japanese guy, there was Irish, there were English, from Somalia, no, Niger. The Minister of Health of Niger was there.
Was there?
He would
That's
come
incredible.
he would come every day dressed up like Nigerian dress. You know, it was so
The
nice.
Traditional outfit.
Yeah. There was like just one girl in our class, but there was lots of other classes. You know, amazing. There were people there from Denmark. A guy, he was 84-year-old, and he came still. He says he still wanted to learn. You know.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
commendable.
Yeah.
And it's never, you should always learn. I mean, you start at birth and then it sees. You should never stop learning.
I don't know if you know Villefranche-sur-Mer. It's horrible. It's all hilly. You know, like you're in Tangier, they have that Casbah.
Where was this?
You have to walk, you know, and it was a nightmare every day. You know, the school was way up there, and a room. Sometimes I would go down. I don't feel going back, you know. But
Wow.
it was nice city. I called it goats town, you know, because their goats always fly. You know, they will walk in or run on those hills.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful place, isn't it? Amazing. Just an incredible region.
It's amazing. You know, all the way from there to Monaco, and then you go down to Saint Maxime, and all that area is just incredible. You just, everywhere you go, you drive, you say, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, I just realized I forgot that, Maral
Yes.
from the festival, she just had a birthday. So I want to wish her happy belated birthday, joyeux anniversaire. I'm sorry I missed it, but I will send her a message. I just realized that today, actually.
Well, when we publish this, we will put the link to her so that she could see.
Oh, yeah.
You said
She's
happy
a
birthday.
Wonderful day. Everybody at the festival, all the volunteers, and they have such an incredible team.
Can you imagine that the CEO, Minasian, you know, she just created these things, you know, amazing, you know. And last year was the first time I was able to interview his husband. The husband always run away. He doesn't want to get involved in. Yeah.
Wow, so you caught him last year. You were able to get him on the.
Yeah, I caught him. He
how
had
did
no
it go?
choice. He had no choice but
Thank
to
you.
talk. Yeah, that was
How did it
good.
go? It was good?
Yeah. Well, I sometime in there I don't arrange it. I just go there, put microphone in their mouth, you know, so they have no choice but to talk.
That's good. Yeah, they're forced to.
Yeah. But
Right,
it was
so
good. But I enjoyed your people. There were lots of them there, you know. But I didn't have a chance to talk to them. But just those few I showed you, I had a chance to interview them.
That's good. That's wonderful. Yeah, it was turned out. It was a great turnout. It really was. It was a great premiere. And
What?
the film, I think it's nice to have a different film.
Normally they
different type of
don't.
film.
Normally they don't do that place. They do them in Egyptian theater.
That's right.
But they had something, either renovation or something, because in Egyptian theater they had a couple of rooms, small ones, different room, big one, different room.
That's
So you know they do lots of. But this one, everything was in one place. So it
It's
was
true. Yeah. And it wasn't easy for parking. I think parking was a challenge.
It's a nightmare. It was
Friday night, and there was something. Another thing is there was like an event at the Hollywood Bowl. I think
Yeah.
that's what,
Yes.
That's made it very.
There was
very
something
difficult,
else.
'cause the rest of the weekend was just great.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday and Sunday was easy. It was just the Friday night was very difficult. But
Yep.
people still came out. People still showed up, and for being a first year at that venue, I think they did a fantastic job. It felt great. For even the people, I was talking to some of the people that worked the venue that have been doing this for years, and they were telling me how happy they were with this festival. They hope that they come back next year. They really hope that they'll continue doing it there. in terms of like the Egyptian theater, I think there was something going on with Netflix. I think Netflix was
Yeah, I don't know. There was
finalizing a
something.
deal, buying out the theater or something like that. I'm not sure what happened with that, but they were doing a lot of, like you say, they're doing some upgrades, which is going to be great, I think.
Yeah. All right. So do you? I don't know if I ask you. Do you have now something you're working on, or?
You know what? So this is two things that happened. I did a film, French movie called Backup, and it was directed by a young French director named Christophe Grosdubois, and his family-owned production company, Mariama Productions. His brother Frank Grosdubois was one of the producers. His father was producing, and it's a film that really has a feel of almost a pilot for a TV show. Truly, it's Backup is I play kind of like the chief executive of an alternative online channel.
I see.
So
Okay.
and we treat different stories, and one of the stories that we're treating is a story of police brutality, and it was very much something that's in the news right now with all the protests we had, and the unfortunate set of events, the killing of George Floyd and what it has led to. Well, it's talking about something similar that happened to somebody in France. His name is Adama Traoré. He was killed by the police in France in 2016. His sister Assa Traoré has been fighting for justice. So this film talks about a young French citizen of Algerian descent who gets killed by the police, and then I seized the opportunity to give his sister a platform so she could tell her story and tell us who her brother was. So the show was very well received. It just got picked up by Amazon Prime Video in France, and I just heard from the director that the English subtitles are almost finished. They should be done they should have it completed and everything by mid-September, and hopefully it'll be all over the world. So that's a big deal. This film, I'm very proud of it because it was kind of like an independent film that gained traction and got picked up during the pandemic. So this is great.
But
another thing that
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's one thing. And another thing that I did, I just came back from Senegal in West Africa. I was actually there. I was supposed to be there only for 20 days. I was going to visit. In fact, ended up visiting Mam Mbaye's family there in Senegal. I visited our father, and I was there with her son, came with me, and we were going to go just spend 20 days in Senegal. And we ended up staying there 4.5 months. Because of the coronavirus, because they closed all the airports. The president Macky Sall ordered for all the airport to be shut down. All the flights were canceled.
So you get stuck.
I was stuck there, and it turned out to be a blessing because I really connected with Mom's family, with her father, and then also I had the opportunity to teach acting to some of the kid I was with, and we wrote and produced and I direct 2 short films there.
Oh my God!
It's very successful. The film did very well. Of course, it was in the middle of the pandemic, and the story was written by the kids. I was just there to mentor them and help them and guide them, but they did everything. And then we shot this. So I'll send you the links. So that's what I did. I just got back from Senegal on the 22nd of July. Just flew back in. So I'm just home, being quarantined, staying home until things get better in LA.
So how many languages you speak?
I speak French. Obviously, I was born and raised in Paris, so I speak French fluently. I speak Arabic. I speak Arabic al-Fusha, which is...
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Arabic, in the Middle East?
I speak Darija al-Maghribiya, which is Moroccan Arabic.
That's impossible to understand.
Well, I mean, that's why it's impossible for like Middle Eastern, but they don't try at all. So it's impossible to understand anything if you don't try to
Well,
understand
it's
it.
true. That's true.
Yeah, and I know they look down on that language. They think it's a dialect, but it's not. It's a language. Anytime you have 35 million people speaking the same same language, it is a language. It cannot be a dialect.
Okay,
It's true
so
that it's a
so you speak French, you speak English, you speak Arabic.
Arabic, and I also speak Fusha. I've been taking classes. I understand نحكي العربية الفصحى. I understand my people in the Middle East, and that's why they get frustrated because I understand what they're saying. They can't talk. They can understand what I say. I speak Spanish. I learned Spanish when I was in France, so that was one of the languages that I had to study. So and living in LA, I have the opportunity to really work on my Spanish every day, and I have a lot of people that are a lot of friends that are from Latin America, from El Salvador, from Guatemala, from Mexico. So I love Spanish. I'm learning. I used to speak pretty well Russian, but unfortunately I've lost it, man.
Yeah, you don't lose it. You don't use it. You lose it.
Exactly.
Language is this problem.
Yeah, especially when you come and live in the United States, English tend to take over.
Yeah, exactly.
But the best part about doing this TV series that I did in Morocco is that it was all in Arabic.
Yeah.
It was all in Arabic. So it's my first time for me, it was a challenge to have to, do the character development and learn about and create everything in Arabic. But I did it, so I nailed it. I was so excited about that. I was happy about that. I was able to do that.
But Moroccan by default they know French, Spanish, and Arabic. So that's
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, because Morocco was, like I say, was a protector of France until 1956, and Morocco. So one of the official languages is French. Of course, it's Arabia is the main language, but French is one of the languages. So, and then I understand. I'm starting picking up now Amazighiya. Amazighiya is a language that, because in Morocco you have a lot of different languages. You have Amazighiya. You have Tashilhit. You have Hassaniya. You have Susi language. You have all these different languages. And so Amazighiya is from really the southeastern part of Morocco, where I'm from. So I'm learning because those are my roots. So I want to learn the language. So I think I'm going to be 84-year-old, like that guy you mentioned, and I'll be out there in a school in Morocco trying to learn that language.
Well, language is beautiful, like when people like when you go speak. When I start learning a little bit French, when I go in the street, I talk in French. They like that, But now it's changed. I remember 30 years ago, when you go to Paris, you speak in English, and they run away from you. They hate it.
That's true.
But now, when we were in school, they would tell us you go to bakeries, all those places, speak French. So I go there, I try to speak French. Says, oh, forget about speak English. Time changed, Yeah.
Time have changed, and I think it has a lot to do with, obviously this new generation. And I think Hollywood has a lot to do with it because of Hollywood.
Hollywood, internet, everything is.
Yeah, the music industry, the film industry, and the internet. You're right.
Yeah. Well, we could talk until morning here, but I was so happy, and it was great pleasure to see you come on and we chit chat. Maybe we could do it some more, and we'll see how we develop. Yeah, and thank you again. And but stay there for a minute. Let me just close this show, and then I'll talk to you. Okay, this is your chance to see it. Kamal, it's a great guy. You heard he does so many movies and stuff. I'm sure one day you're gonna see some movie. You say, "Oh my God, I've seen this guy," And he's everywhere, And so, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you probably tomorrow morning with Peter Abajan talking about Armenian villages they're building on the front line. And Kamal, thank you for coming on too.
Thank you so much for having me, and it was an honor and a pleasure, and I send all my love and respect to the incredible Armenian community in Los Angeles and across the world. God bless.
Thank you very much.